percent of the people in this room have smoked marijuana. Roughly 80% have used alcohol, and about 50% have used tobacco. Tobacco and alcohol combined have a mere rough amount of 7.5 million annual deaths a year. People like Barack Obama, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Michael Phelps, as well as 500 million other people in this world have all used marijuana, yet it's illegal. Now, I know most of you guys are sitting here saying that we should keep marijuana legal, but let me tell you something. Your opinion is so irrelevant because you've not been informed enough to have a true opinion on the subject of marijuana. Up until 1937, marijuana was completely legal. And in 1883, it was the world's largest agricultural cash crop known to man. It was 100% biodegradable, and it is used for the products of paper, cloth, and biofuel, as well as 30,000 other things. It is the world's most effective fiber on the planet that is natural, and it's hemp. Also in 1937, a guy by the name of William Randolph Hearst led the nation's largest newspaper article of the nation. And in his article, he talked about we should make marijuana illegal. He talked about Mexicans and blacks being the #1 user of marijuana that contingently rape white women. And that was his main thing. And you can believe it, as soon as it was published in 1937, the Marijuana Tax Act passed, made the possession, sale, and use of marijuana completely illegal in America. And us being America #1, of course you know the rest of the world was right behind it. In 1974, a guy by the name of Dr. Heath conducted an experiment with monkeys that concluded in the loss of brain cells with the use of marijuana. But little did anybody really know the truth behind his experiment. He pumped the equivalent amount of 30 joints of marijuana lung smoke into these monkeys' lungs. And the monkeys within 2 months died. And within 1 month suffered brain cell loss. But it wasn't from the marijuana. It was from the lack of oxygen that was supported through the monkeys because they weren't given any. They had tubes down their throat and it was actually forced into them. A few years later, Canadian University did the same exact experiment. But in this experiment, they gave it to them secondhand smoke. They didn't pump anything down through their lungs. They put it as an aroma around them. And there was a 40% increase in brain cell growth. So therefore, marijuana is not as bad as it seems. First off, it's physically impossible to OD from marijuana. You have to consume 1,500 pounds. Therefore, it's physically impossible. With water, you can OD from. You can also die from it, ironically. But with water being legal, marijuana not being legal, with one you can die from, with one that's natural and you can't, why aren't they both legal? I don't know. Marijuana is also effective in treating diseases such as arthritis, glaucoma, and even AIDS. And in some cases, it's the only way to treat them. Cannabinoids, CBDs, the active medical ingredient in marijuana, has been in some cases successful of actually curing diseases and cancer within patients. And for some people, it's the only way they can get the medical attention they need is from marijuana. Yet pharmaceutical companies continue to reject marijuana because they continue to reject marijuana because they don't care about our self-being. All they care about is money. So we understand that it's illegal. What if marijuana was actually legal? Law enforcement would save a ton of money. Jails would be freed up for people that actually need to be there. Murder crimes, rape, domestic violence would actually be able to pursue more than 2 years because of the fact that marijuana wouldn't be in a play. They would have more money to do that. And on the subject of money, not only would taxpayers be saving a ton of money, but job growth would stimulate our economy so tremendously that inflation may even go down with the cause of it being legal. Now, in a world where in a world where tobacco and alcohol has a combined 7.5 million deaths per year, we have to ask ourselves, do we really need another drug that's legal? Well, most of you guys would say no. But when there's no side effects, can't OD on it, you can't die from it, and it has the potential of medical benefits, the answer is simple. It's yes, we do need marijuana legal on our market. So I think that government and law enforcement agencies have a lot of thinking to do because marijuana should be legal. Thank you.